What kind of a study that was essentially done to understand? Joining me is part of that demolition team. I would like you to introduce yourself to our viewers and your role in this particular team. What was your role in the demolition team?
Yeah. I am Dr. Anil Joseph from Geostructurals Cochin, and we were given the task of assessing the stability of the structure around, analyzing how the building will behave during that time, and to study the component. And also we were given the task of vibration measurement, which we have done with Professor Bhuminathan and Tarun Naskar and team from IIT Madras. So where we have to measure what exactly is happening during the fall. So we had geophones and accelerometers connected. So there was a major concern. There is a gale pipeline running across. So we want to understand what exactly is the vibration happening there. So we have instrumented that. We have studied. We predicted what is the behavior going to happen in the structures based on the data given by jet demolition. So that this is the impact going to happen. They have put the explosive. They predicted that this is the force they are going to hit the ground. And this is the vibration likely. And based on that, we stimulated the building and modeled it and made sure that it is safe to withstand the withstand, and it has gone exactly as planned.
As I understand, you all created a model of the same twin towers, and what is the impact that it's going to have?
No, model of the surrounding structures and the behavior, because twin tower is anyway going to fall down. So that it is going to hit the ground, it's going to create vibration. So professor and team has measured all those vibrations. And we have predicted what was the vibration and how the damages that vibration is going to affect the neighbor building, whether it will fall down or not. It was studied and proven that it is going to be stable. And CBRI vetted our design and has given approval and has gone over with the execution.
Can I ask you this question with regards to what would the fear in your mind? Because at the end of the day, we were talking about bringing down two such twin towers. We were talking about a building which is barely 9 meters away. So I'm sure there would have been some amount of fear in carrying out the activity. I want you to tell our viewers in as simple words to try and explain what are the concerns that you've had and what is it that looked like a huge challenge at that point in time, but you successfully managed to do it, Professor.
So our involvement is to measure the vibration during demolition. Actually, we have extensively instrumented using geophones. First time we are using wireless geophones, in 10 geophones, then as well as 6 accelerometers to measure the acceleration level. It is mainly that in case future would have damaged that building, whether it is the cause of the vibration or not, as well as to predict vibration at any other locations also we can measure actually. In case some other buildings are damaged, whether that is due to the demolition of the building or not, that also we can react.
Can you perhaps give me an example, just for the understanding of all our viewers, in terms of the vibration that it would have created? We are using about 3,700 kilogram of explosives. So undoubtedly it's going to have, the vibration would be much higher. If you can really explain it for our viewers, what does it really mean? That few 9 seconds that the explosion takes place, the vibration happens. Can you explain it, the impact of it?
See, the final impact only can be known after analyzing the data. So initially there are going to be some test blasts couple of months back where we recorded all the value and that value was found to be very minimum. But yeah, now this time that entire building has collapsed. But we have put all these 3D geophones, accelerometer extensively, and we believe that that will be safe. But again, final results we have to analyze it and then only we can say.
Yeah. We may expect higher vibration level, particularly close to this surrounding, but the actual duration is very short actually. So it is like, because of the...
Did you all predict how long?
Maximum maybe 10 seconds, 12 seconds. Blasting maybe 9 seconds. Ground motion maybe maximum 10 seconds or 15 seconds actually.
That's the prediction that you all have.
Because based on earlier demolition at Marudu, Cochin.
Team which did in Cochin. So at that time we were part of the government of Kerala. I was the engineer, structural engineer who was signing the documents.
That was very different because obviously that in terms of the size was very different.
Much bigger scale because it was 60 meter tall, 20-story building. But then we, the same thing, had the experience, and jet demolition was on the opposite side that time. So we were doing the design calculation checking. So we had the experience of working with them, and they have called us as experts in this project. So we came be part of their team to get this task done. So that experience helped us in predicting the behavior.
Now, I understand it's too early to make any sort of evaluation right now, but just from your experience and from the fact that you've done a proper study and you've understood, and the prediction essentially being that after the explosion, it would have been a 10-second kind of a vibration, would have been the 10 to 15 second. So if I have to keep those numbers in mind, would it be safe to say that we've done a fantastic job this afternoon?
Yes, I agree with that because the buildings are standing. That itself shows that the job is done well.
Yeah.
But the reason is vibration level may be high because the duration is very short. That's what we have shown in our earlier report.
But it won't cause any damage. It's like you pointed out. It was a almost book perfection fall. It was a 9-second planning. The fall we predicted, the angle we predicted. Only thing we just went little overboard in the ATS compound wall. Other than that, it was as predicted as it happened. One of our seismograph is buried below the debris now. So we have to retrieve that.
Pardon me, you all are the experts. We are not the experts, but just
that's why we share the knowledge,
just because we were standing from a vantage position, because when the building came crashing down, we saw some of the debris material flying off to the other neighboring buildings. Would that have some sort of an impact in terms of the damage or little bit of...
It's a very minor damage. There will be some small damages, but very minor damage. So if you know that, we have extensively put crack meters measuring all the behavior, and we had a very long bundles of report of the pre-blast condition of the building, and we will do a post-blast analysis of each building, each unit, and we'll come up with a report, and whatever be the damages, we will take care of.
How long would that essentially take?
So it takes another maybe a week's time of activity to get it compiled.
So that was the demolition team. I think so. Even the police have come in. We'll try and just perhaps go towards the other direction and continue with our broadcast. But you've essentially heard the demolition team themselves speaking to us. They were basically part of the demolition that took place in Kerala. And they're the same team who are here. They're saying that they've done a proper study of the vibration. They're saying that essentially, as per their understanding, their prediction, after the explosion took place, the vibration of the ground would have been for roughly about 10 to 15 seconds. Would that really mean that it's going to have that kind of an impact? It's for the experts to really weigh in on this because they are saying that it's going to take perhaps another week or so to do that entire study and analysis that is essentially going to be done. And once the analysis is done, they'll come up with that particular report. So first on Republic right now, the demolition team, which has essentially done the study for the vibration and which is extremely crucial right now. They were with us on Republic TV. I think so. We'll also put out those breaking news details of what the demolition team had to say in terms of in terms of the vibrations that were created minutes after or within seconds after the implosion that took place. We've also got another report. Remember, what has essentially happened is that this bringing down of these towers have brought in a lot of joy for Noida residents. A lot of them who've faced the hassle of dealing with builders, dealing with bureaucrats, because remember, there are several scores of hundreds of stories that keep coming of the fact that most of these home buyers have been duped. They've not been given their apartments on time, or the projects have not either taken off despite paying the money. The EMIs have gone, but still they haven't. So that today, with the demolition of this, somewhere down the line, it's not only brought justice to several of these residents in this area, but to all those who've had a harrowing time dealing with builders. Take a look at this report.
The illegal Supertech towers were razed down in just 9 seconds. It was a blast. We heard a blast. We were there on spot, and it came down as a cardboard, like a pack of cards. And it was definitely a very surreal experience for whoever was watching it live from our vantage points here. Republic TV is getting you all the details and all the angles. And we have a very special guest with me today. These are special because the residents behind me, you can see the residents behind me. These are the residents who have evacuated their home. They are the Emerald Court residents. Remember that Emerald Court and ATS village had completely evacuated. They left yesterday or in the morning, and they cannot be back till evening today. So, you are the Emerald Court residents, and I would also like to say that the neighboring society has also extended their help. So this is what I was talking about, that in times like these, the community coming together and opening their hearts and space. And Mr. Rajneesh is from the neighboring society. I would like to come to the Emerald Court residents first, but you did a good job by helping your society extending a very, very big hand to the Emerald Court residents, opening your doors and your heart and making sure that they're all right.
Hi, I'm Rajneesh Nandan. I'm president of Pasanath Prestige RWA. Me, along with the team of EC here, along with including residents, we coordinate with the Emerald Court Task Force and RWA. Mr. Gaurav was one point, and Mr. Naresh, anyway, of course, Mr. Trivati as a president. When they connected us around months back, what is going to happen? We just told as many people can come to our society, we'll take care of your lunch, your dinner, your medical services, your medical teams, everything was ready. And I think you can ask them.
I will like to ask them, because we have met them at this society as well. They were there, and you left your house. When did you leave your house? By the way, I'm speaking to a resident of Emerald Court right now. When did you leave your house?
So we had to leave, and we left by 7 a.m. And everyone, we were staying over here. Some of our friends went to the Silver City. We had like very elaborate and extensive arrangements, thanks to Rajneesh uncle, who has done an amazing job. Gaurav Malhotra from our own RWA, like such an excellent effort they have put in for all of us. And we are so thankful that it was a textbook precision execution, and very soon.
So you must have seen the demolition too. You went outside to see the demolition. And how did you feel? You were neighbors with Supertech. How did you feel when you saw the entire building crumble down? I'll, of course, ask our youngsters also who are here, but just a quick response from you first.
So yeah, we were on the terrace, and we saw it live. We in fact made slow motion videos of that also. And it was a spectacular scene for us. We have been fighting in courts for like 10 years, and it was a very emotional moment for us. And we look forward that we get to move into the society as soon as possible.
So when will you move in?
By tonight only.
By tonight. So you're all prepared to move in tonight. All right. We have youngsters here too. Are you guys in school?
No, I have just passed 12th. And today, in fact, I had JEE advanced exam.
Oh, wow. Wow. So this was a big day for you, but you had to come out of your home today. So where were you staying when you gave your exam? You came here. Were you apprehensive about it?
Actually, I was giving the examination so I could only watch the videos. I could not watch it live. But I was really excited. I was thinking what will happen. But then when I saw the videos, it was just spectacular. Like you could see in movies and stuff.
Yeah, it was almost like that, wasn't it? What about you?
Well, I didn't see that live, but I saw that on TV live, so it was really exciting and I liked it.
All right. Okay, we also have some more residents here. I'll come one by one. When I met you, in fact, when I met these residents, and we were talking about them. We've been talking about them for so long, since morning. We were saying that they have to evacuate and that they have to leave their home for a while. So the first thing that we were talking on Republic TV as well, and when I had gone close to Emerald Court, and I saw that so many homes have put a lot of covering outside their apartments, on their windows. Did you also do that?
We did nothing, only covered our ACs and sealed the window panels and doors panels. सिर्फ मास्किंग टेप लगाई, एंड जो अपनी वॉल हैंगिंग्स वगैरह थी जो मोची कील पे लगी होती हैं उनको उतार के पलंग पे रख दिया, जो कांच के थे उनको बबल पैक कर दिया.
तो आपने बहुत precautions लिए थे. Some precautions were taken. Did you fear that something might happen because of vibrations?
No, the thing was that RWA had issued some instructions. They had only told us that you cover your balconies, you cover your ACs, because the dust which will be coming, it will be full of cement and everything. So it could destroy your AC ducts and everything. So that is why we all covered, and everybody applied their own mind. Like some people who were very near those towers, they thought of covering the whole balconies. Of course, that was very necessary when we actually saw the blast and the cloud of dust coming.
Yes, I mean, that is something very interesting, and our viewers also saw it. When that blast happened, there was a huge cloud of dust because I was standing at a vantage point.
Cover anything, और हम थोड़े से दूर हैं तो मोस्ट प्रोबेबली हमारा कुछ नुकसान नहीं होगा. ओनली हमने एसी का जो है आउटलेट कवर किया था एंड वन बालकनी कवर किया था.
Okay, and आप जो है you're confident कि when you go back everything will be fine?
हाँ, क्योंकि हम लोग का घर थोड़ा दूर था, 100 मीटर की दूरी पे, तो इतना वहाँ पे नहीं. और आई थिंक डोंट थिंक कि वहाँ पे डस्ट भी इतनी आई होगी, क्योंकि उसका फेसिंग दिस साइड है कि
1 और 300
उनका थोड़ा है. साइड पे चली गई तो हमारे साइड पे वो डस्ट भी इतनी नहीं आई होगी.
Right. Also, I was speaking to you some time back as well, and you were saying that you actually went to see that demolition. Did you have any apprehensions about, because when I was there, and I from close quarters, I've seen the Twin Towers come down, the real Twin Towers, talking about the New York ones. And it was a very, very scary moment in a way for many people. For me, when I saw that happen in real life, just a few kilometers away, for me, I did have some apprehensions. Did you have any apprehensions that there might be debris flying around or might even kind of crash land into the Emerald Court where you stay?
So basically, we were at a spot which was approximately 400 meters from the actual site of demolition. And we have been interacting with CBRI officials, and at some point of time you have to trust science, you have to trust engineering, and you have to trust our own engineers and our own scientists. So a lot of meticulous planning and analysis and research has gone into this before this was executed. So at any point of time we were not concerned that the building may fall left or right or at some place where it was not intended. The only concerns were little bit about the pollution, because the microdust particles will remain suspended in the air for maybe few days, and that can be like really harmful for the health of senior citizens, for kids.
Good news is pouring in that now there is a green signal from Emerald Court. Slowly you can shift in the society.
All right, this is breaking news right now, that now the residents can come back to society.
But we will not leave them now. Let the clearance come officially. It has come from a proper chole. Wait.
Slowly now they want to go back home. You can tell that. Do you want to go back home right now? Right. Okay, so basically, before you go.
You are getting this on your channel.
Yeah. So this is the breaking news coming in. Now the residents can go back. All these residents, you see.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
They want to go back right now. All the residents, Emerald Court. Can you just say bye? Can you say maybe bye to Supertech? That's supposed to be bye Supertech Twin Towers. Let's say it together. In 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Bye Supertech Twin Towers, and hello to the bye to corruption. So this is the thing they have. I will not stop you because I know you want to go back home very soon.
We will leave them one by one because they have been asked to come slowly.
All right, they will slowly come back. In the meantime, I just want the viewers to have a look at this report. Now, what happened today? This is the entire report. The entire Twin Towers came down in 9 seconds, and it was a long legal battle. As you can see, the residents are very happy. It is no to corruption, yes to justice, and yes to the rights of home buyers. Here's the full report on that. I'm at a very exclusive vantage point. We are inside Emerald Court right now. Exactly the society which was evacuated. As you can see, that slowly people are coming back, and this is exactly where we are. If you can ask my camera person to pan back here and show the debris. This is the debris, and this is from the Emerald Society. Right behind, you can see the debris. It's so close. Just have a look how close it is to Emerald Society, because